up, and I went ahead and came out and planted my little, whatever these are. Y'all see these big old mosquitoes that all this rain is creating? But anyhow, I planted one in here because their roots were so bunched up and long that I didn't have room for all three in one pot. So this one got its own little pot. These two got this pot I got at the bins. My sweet potatoes, I put 2 in this copper pot and 1 in this copper pot, and I'm gonna have to figure out placement because these have no drainage and I didn't have any more rocks, and I was just so desperate to do something productive and pretty that I just kind of put them in here without really planning, and I hope I don't kill them. I mean, they're not that expensive, but I hate when a little plant dies. Look at this mess, guys. I have been slipping and sliding out here, as evident by this right here, since the rain let up. We have clay soil, so when it gets wet, it gets really, really sticky and very, very slippery. Like, I have literally stuck to the ground quite a few times. I'm surprised my flip-flop hasn't busted. I had to repot my little azalea from this nasty pot into this one because this one I punched holes at the bottom of. I put lots of stones in, and with all the rain we've been having, it just puddles with water. And when I tip it over to drain out the water, the roots were being exposed on the azalea, and I didn't want it to drown or damage, so I just went ahead and put it in this pot with 6 drain holes, and I set it on a little plant stand. Oops, I think that may be upside down. Just to give it a chance. But everything is soaking wet and muddy and gross. And my pretty little hibiscus, all the blooms fell off, blew off, washed off. I mean, it's still trying. But as you can tell back here, they're either blown off by the water, or maybe I'm not taking care of it well enough. But it had those yellow, beautiful flowers. Now they're gone. My little homeboys over here are swimming. I mean, everything is just full of water and splattered by mud. I'm just over it. I'm so over it. Y'all want to see something disgusting? If y'all don't like wormies, turn away. Oh, they're gone. Oh, that one did a peekaboo. Did you see that? When I tried to tip the water out of this, there were so many big, fat, giant earthworms. I thought I had kicked up a snake nest, but it's earthworms. Let's see if there's any under this one. Mess around and really pick up a snake. Nope, this one just has little beetles. But yeah, I mean, there's no point because I don't know when the friggin' rain is gonna stop. I don't like this. I don't like all this splatter. One of you guys asked me what the name of this bush was that had all the little yellow flowers on it, and I'm hoping the rain just beat the snot out of it and that it's not dying. Because all the little blooms have fallen off. And a nasty little spider keeps trying to build a web right here, and I keep knocking it down. Not today, Spider Satan. Look at this. I need to dump these because of mosquitoes. They're already starting to fly around really bad. Uh-oh, I've upset the neighbor dog. I put my little longhorn wind thingy up. I had this random pole. I don't even know what this pole was from. But I had it leaned up against the back wall, and I took one of my S-hooks and bent it just to give it some movement. I want to spray paint this pole this color of spray paint because I actually have some in the garage. But I can't do that until it stops raining or it's not going to dry. But I like it. It's perched between my 2 little seats. This is where I got stuck, guys. Like literally stuck. I had to hobble in on 1 foot and 1 heel because I couldn't unstick my shoe. Now this little guy has got beat the heck up with mud. There's mud all over it. It's all splattered and gross. The little pot is all splattered and gross. But I'm still gonna make this into something cute for my yard. Remember the pots that I got and that little bit of rope, and I said I was gonna do something crafty? Well, every tricycle needs a child riding on it, right? So I'm thinking of making a flower pot kid. So I took a nice long bubble bath, did my nails, repotted some plants, and it's only 8 o'clock. I don't know how people sit still all day long. I tried it. My intention was to watch a movie while I did my nails, but then I got all into my nails and making sure the OCD of it all was done right. But I'm gonna be creative right now. Air dry. I'm gonna be creative right now, guys, and I'm gonna try and put together a little flower pot kid for the tricycle outside. So let's see what kind of mess I get into. So the first step is to punch your little hole where your string is going to go through. And even in these little cheapy pots, you can see the little indentations where you can easily punch out your drain hole with a screwdriver or a nail or whatever it is you have on hand. I happen to be gangster and have a steak knife and a knife sharpener that I'm tapping the holes in. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm going to have the holes on the right side. Okay, so here you can kind of see the little indent right here for the hole. That's the one I need. So I think I'm going to wiggle, you guys. Hope not. I'm going to put the point there. Then give a quick bam. Sorry. And then all I do is twist. I'm going to carve out the little hole. Sorry about the noise. Some that might be grating to folks, but just need it big enough to get your little rope through. So there's my arms, and I'm going to do the same thing for the little dangly ones that are going to be the legs. We're going to do the little head the same way. We're going to find where the little hole is and twist away, because we're going to need one hole on each side for your little arm rope. Here's the rope I'm using. I picked it up at the 99-cent only, and I picked this orange color because it matches the pots, and it's as close to terracotta as they come, and I wanted the terracotta look. I couldn't find terracotta pots this small, so we're gonna cut lengths to what I think a little flower pot kid's arms and legs are supposed to be. Getting the rope through the little hole is the hardest thing. I've tried 2 or 3 different ways before I realized, stupid, use one piece of rope per side. I was trying to go from here to here and loop, and I was just making things harder for myself. But I'll show you guys what the heck it is that I'm doing in just a little bit. But here's some progress. I hope this is going to look as cute in real life as it's looking in my head. I'm trying to make the legs long enough to reach the petals and the arms long enough to grip the little handlebars. So we'll see. Okay, so I have the little arms and legs attached, and because this other little flower pot's going to sit up top and be his head, I need something in the center to help balance it. So I have this little random piece of rope, and I'm going to use this adhesive fix-all that I get at Dollar Tree or 99-cent only, this one. And I'm just gonna lay that down. I just need something for his little head to sit on. So we're gonna let that dry. And I'm gonna smear some more of this glue on top, and I'm gonna attach his little head. So I got the glue on there. I'm gonna attach what's gonna be his little head right on top, and I'm gonna fill this top pot with water just to give it some weight so it'll glue. And then once that dries, I'll show you guys what the heck I have so far. So here is what I'm working with. This does have water in it just to weight it down. This is going to be his little face. This is going to be the little part that sits on the seat. These are his arms and these are his legs. Now usually when people make these, the arms are closer to the body and the legs aren't as long. But because I want him to be reaching out to the handlebars and I want his little legs to reach the petals, that's why it's long. But I hope it turns out cute. I gotta paint. I gotta figure out how I want to paint it. I know these little things I want to paint as little white tennis shoes. I think I want to do like a little overall. The top is going to be full of yet more succulents as his hair. But I think it's going to be cute. We'll see.